told her I want her to get every one. Every single rebound.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin the press conference, please be mindful that this is a working press room. Please keep the noise to a minimum as well as no cheering or clapping as we are recording the players and coaches. If you do not adhere to these, you will be asked to leave the press room. Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2023 CIAA Postgame Press Conference. My name is Tiana Cephas, your moderator for today. Joining us is head coach Dante Travis, and number 3, Shania Jones, and number 4, Naja Lane. Before we open up for questions, we'll have an opening statement from the head coach, Dante Travis.
We came into today's game, obviously this was a get-back game for us. Felt like the first time we played them, we just were not healthy. We were missing a few players, came out with no energy, and that's not what we do. So today's, I guess, game plan was to come out and play JCSU basketball. We like to play fast, we like to rebound the ball, and our defensive schemes were to try to keep number 11 as contained as possible. I mean, she's an all-conference player. We knew that she was going to kind of give hers. But we think we did that well in the first half. Obviously gave up some offensive rebounds by her late in the second quarter that kind of got her going. But I think overall, this was a great team win for us, and we played together as a team the entire game.
And now we'll open up the floor for questions. Before asking your questions, please state your affiliation.
Hey, Coach. Jacob from the Baltimore Sun. Big third quarter there for you guys. Any adjustments at halftime and maybe what happened there in the third quarter that allowed you guys to sort of pull away?
Again, I think late in the second quarter, we were in some foul trouble. Both our post players had 2 fouls, so we were kind of lacking interior size and rebounding. And again, number 11 kind of had, I think, maybe 4 offensive rebounds in that last 3 or 4 minutes that kind of got them on the roll and got them back in the game. So really, our adjustment was just to box out. Box out and continue to play how we play. We didn't really get out and run like we like to. We're a very up-tempo team. I think we were able to show that early in the third quarter, which kind of gave us the lead and put us on a run.
Shania, in that third quarter, 10 points. Can you talk about how important she is to your team? And I know that answer may be pretty easy, but how important is she to your team, and how do you think she played tonight?
I mean, obviously she's very special to us. Power 5 transfer coming in. She's been here a year or two. She is the backbone of our team. She's leading scorer in this league, for a reason. I think teams have been keying on her as of late, but we know that if we play together and we get other offensive scoring from other players, that opens up the door for her. And when she gets going, she's dangerous.
My name is Jordan Hops with Fan Eye Sports. This question's for Naja Lane. See, you dropped 19 points today, so you had a really good game. I want to know from you and your perspective, what do you feel like you guys as a team did really well today on, and what do you think you could do better on moving forward?
As a team, I feel like we played great together. We played team ball. Even when adversity hit, we didn't get down on ourselves. We didn't argue with each other. We stayed together. We stayed as one. I feel like that's what led us to get this win today. To do better, I feel like just stay on the same course as we are. Just come out with energy in every single quarter. Make sure we have that energy throughout the whole game.
Coach Aurelia Washington, John C. Smith University. Up next is Fayetteville State. What adjustments are you going to make against Fayetteville State, even on the second game during the regular season? You lost them by 1 point.
Again, I think a lot of the losses that we've had in conference have been the way we start. When we start out slow and dig a deep hole for ourselves, it's tough for us to come back. I mean, as you've seen us play at home, our second half and our fourth quarter is our best quarter. So we can continue to play our fourth quarter like we do, but start off in the first quarter. I think that's the biggest adjustment for us. Fayetteville is a really good team, number 1 team in the West. Fortunately, I've worked for Coach King Coleman before, so I do know a lot of her schemes in offense and defensive nature. So we're looking forward to that matchup.
Last question.
Shania, what's your mindset coming into a tournament like this when you know that opposing defenses are really going to key on you in biggest games? What's your mindset coming into something like this?
I played on a big stage before, so it really doesn't affect me as much. But when I come into the game and thinking about my mindset moving forward is just playing with my team. It's fine if anybody keys in on me because I know that I have other teammates that's able to score the ball.
This concludes the press conference. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2023 CIAA Postgame Press Conference. My name is Tiana Seifers, your moderator for today. Joining us is head coach Tiara Terry and number 11, Nye Langley, and number 34, Haley Blackwell. Before we open up for questions, we'll have an opening statement from head coach Tiara Terry.
I mean, obviously, this is not where I want to be right now. But the story of the game, we told them that we had to out-rebound them, and we lost that battle. It was tied at halftime. We lost the rebounding battle. They scored 19 points off of our turnovers. So a lot of this stuff, to me, was self-inflicted, should have never happened. We would make a run, then we would trade baskets, and it's hard to win like that when you're already in a deficit. So, I mean, really, to me, it came down to rebounding, ultimately.
And now we'll open up the floor for questions. Before asking your question, please state your affiliation.
Coach Jacob from the Baltimore Sun. They shot 65% in the third quarter. What do you think allowed them to sort of pull away in that quarter and take a sizable lead?
I think we had some, on our press, a couple times we had some missed assignments where we would shift over and one other person wouldn't shift maybe and they got layups. So when you get high percentage shots, it's much easier to shoot 65% from the field. So a lot of fast break points in that quarter as well.
And you had played them earlier this season. What makes Shania so difficult to defend? Obviously, she's the leading scorer in the conference. What makes her so difficult to defend?
I mean, Shania is an excellent player. She's a 3-level scorer. You could hear her throughout the game saying, "Come on, we're not going to lose." And she just had that mentality the whole game. She was going to do whatever it took for her team to win. And she is so crafty. She can score either way. She can shoot the 3. She's just an exceptional athlete. I mean, I've been watching the girl since 8th grade. She's special.
Haley, as a freshman, first time playing in the CIAA tournament, what were your thoughts on it? I know it didn't end the way that you wanted it to, but what was your expectations of it, and how do you think this was compared to your expectations?
It was a great experience. I really enjoyed getting out there. I wish it would have went differently, but I just wanted to go out there and win, so I played my hardest, did everything that I could to try and get our team to win, but we couldn't pull it out. But it was a great experience, and I can't wait for next year.
And then Nye, a young team, not too many seniors on this squad. What do you think you guys can learn from this and maybe take into next season?
Just coming in and just doing what we gotta do from the jump. Next year, we all gotta lock in and buy in, and everybody gotta be on one accord, and we just gotta work. So, yeah.
This concludes the press conference. Thank you.